Hello, welcome or welcome back to the Yarn and Yarns YouTube channel. My name is Angela and all the places you can find me should be linked in the description box below this video. Here on the channel you'll find me chatting about my adventures in knitting, spinning, crochet and weaving, all of the fibre related things. Today's video is my final making plans video of 2023. Wow, December is upon us. So if you happen to be new to the channel, I'm someone who likes to work on lots of different projects. I've got lots of different works in progress in my project bags at any one time, and so at the beginning of each month I try and set myself a few goals around my projects, just so that I'm not constantly switching between things and not really making much progress. So I have, for the last couple of years now really, I guess, on and off, employed a little game of chance where I have a set of cards where I've got different prompts on the back of the cards and a multi-sided dice, and I roll the dice 4 times to pick out 4 different projects to try and concentrate on in the weeks going forward, the coming weeks. My brain is a bit all over the place. It's the end of November and I haven't recorded anything for practically the whole of November, so I'm a little bit out of practice. Life has just been a little bit crazy. Some times are like that, aren't they? So we'll be rolling the dice a little bit later in the video, but first off, this year in 2023 we've added a new element to my making plans by asking for volunteers from the Yarn and Yarns community, so that's you folks out there who watch the videos, to volunteer to go on my little wheel of chance, and one person each month gets the opportunity to pick a project for me. Now the person whose name gets picked has carte blanche to choose whatever they like. So anything from my works in progress, which are listed on Ravelry. If you're not a Ravelry user, I'm happy to send you a list of the things that I'm currently working on, so don't let that put you off volunteering to go on the wheel should you choose to do so. Equally, if my works in progress don't appeal to you for whatever reason, you can choose something new for me to cast on if you like, and I'm happy to purchase patterns and yarns if the need arises. If you've got a particular project out there that's your favourite that you'd like to see me have a go at, or maybe there's a project out there that you're curious about and you haven't tried and you'd like to see someone work on, then, you know, anything goes really. So I am going to start this off by bringing up the wheel on my phone, and I'm going to pick out the name, or I'm not going to, but the wheel is. Focusing in, hopefully. Let's give it a go. Okay, so the wheel has chosen Penny Baker. Penny is a lovely knitwear designer. I shall pop Penny's Instagram details below. I'm going to reach out to Penny and see if she would like to pick a project for me this month, and I shall come back and let you know what that project is, and also we'll get spinning rolling the dice for the rest of the picks too. So a couple of days have passed for me, just a few seconds for you, and Penny has come back and let me know what her project pick for me will be for December. And Penny has been super kind and actually picked a project that I was kind of going to work on anyway. I didn't let Penny know this, but Penny has picked the Advent mitten garland for me. So this was a project that I cast on for my 12 cast-ons last year. If you're new to the channel, there's loads of videos here if you want to pop in a search where I chat about the 12 cast-ons make along that I host at the end of each year. I'm making 24 little mini mittens that you can hang up as a little Advent garland, and I worked on these a little bit in November and I managed to knit I think 4 or 5 in November. I was quite good at working on that project, and that means I've got 4 left, and so I would really like to knit those in the first few days of December so that my Advent garland can be complete before the end of Advent this year, which will be really exciting. So thank you so much to Penny for picking that project. If you would like to be on the little wheel of chance to have an opportunity to pick a project for me to work on, then please do just leave a comment below this video and a way for me to get in touch with you. Either email me at yarnandYarns@yahoo.com or send me a message on any of my social media platforms that are linked below, and I can add you to the wheel if you're already on the wheel and you would like to come off for any reason, then again, just let me know and I can update that in time for our first spin of 2024 in a few weeks' time. Right, okay, let's get on and roll the dice for the rest of the project picks for December. Okay, so the dice have spoken and there's some quite interesting picks for the last rolls of 2023. A couple that haven't come up too much, I don't think, this year. And so, yeah, I think it's going to be quite a challenge. I've got my little list of projects that I'm trying to also get done before the end of the year, the ones that I wanted to focus on. I think it's going to be quite a challenge to fit some of those in to these dice rolls. So how successful I will actually be following this plan, I don't know, but we'll give it a go. So I'm just being quite rude and looking down at my phone while trying to figure things out here. I'm so unprepared today. I've just finished my day job, my new day job. There's about half an hour of daylight left before the sun goes down. It's that time of year where we only really get a few daylight hours, and most of them now I spend in the office. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling a little bit under pressure and a bit less prepared than I want to be. I'm waffling, I'm sorry. Let's have a look at these and pick some projects. So in no particular order, I'm just picking these now at random. Card number 11, and that is the sock prompt, and I've still got a couple of options for this. I've got 2 sock projects that were in my sort of 10 project picks that I wanted to try and concentrate on in the last few months of the year when I did that video a couple of months ago. And this is a little bit of a spoiler for my November making wrap up. The giraffe socks, which were one of the projects that I put up for the YouTube vote last month, didn't win the vote, so they're still on the needles, along with my Selby socks. So I've got those 2 that I could look at, but I also I don't knit many Christmas gifts, but I would really like to knit a pair of socks for James's mum, and obviously I'm leaving myself not too much time to get that done. So as much as I really want to pick either my giraffe socks or my Selby socks, I think I'm going to choose a new cast on for the sock prompt and get a pair of gift socks on and off the needles, hopefully, for James's mum. On the plus side, she has teeny tiny feet, so UK size 4, so her socks don't tend to take too long. So yeah, sock project will be a Christmas gift for James's mum. The next card that popped up, number 8, and that is the 23 in 23 prompt. Now, I've not done very well with my 23 in 23 challenge. It's a make-along being hosted by the lovely Tracy of Passionate Spinner, and the aim was to finish 23 crafting projects, not just knitting, could be any form of sort of creative pursuit that you had started before the beginning of 2023. And I think I've managed to finish about 6 or 7, but nowhere near the 23 that I'd kind of been hoping that I might strive for. But hey, those are the breaks. I've had a little look at my list of projects that I was hoping to concentrate on before the end of the year, trying to get finished, and I've got one sweater project that still needs a fair bit of work on it, and I don't really think that I'm likely to get this finished in December, but I'm going to put it on the list and see how far I can get. And that is my sea glass sweater. So sea glass is a pattern by Wool and Pine Designs, and it's basically a way that you can use lots of leftovers, lots of multiple skeins from your stash, pair them together and create a sweater which is, in to all intents and purposes, like each row is 1 by 1 colour work. You're using 2 colours in each row. So I got to the point in my sweater where I have split for the sleeves and the body. However, I do need to go back a little bit because I'm not so happy with how my rows are working out in this section that I've done since the sleeve split. And so I think it's just because of the way that I decided to change my yarns, the frequency of which I wanted to change my yarns, paired with the shorter row lengths, has just meant that there's, to me at least, a little bit of a discrepancy between what the sweater looks like up here and what it looks like down here. So I'm going to rip back a couple of inches and restart this again and see how far I can get with that. I've got loads of really beautiful yarns going into this sweater, so it'd be quite nice to see how far I can get. I am making it short sleeves, so my sleeves are done. The neckline is done, so it is just the body. However, these rows do take quite a long time with the sort of changing of the yarns. I'll see how far I can get. So Sea Glass is my 23 in 23 prompt project. That leaves me with 2 prompts, and I think for the first time since I've been doing the dice rails, I am going to not really cheat because these are my own rules. I'm going to be kind to myself and I'm going to double up prompts. So I'm going to pick one project which covers the final 2 prompts, and they are number 18, which is work on something hand spun, and number 9, which is double knit. I've had a look at the projects that I've got left on my list of things that I wanted to make a priority for the end of the year, and I've got one shawl which covers both of these prompts, which is the heptagon time shawl. I'm knitting this from my hand spun yarn, and the thickness of my yarns are about double knit. It's not always 100% precise when I'm working with my hand spun. They can get a little bit thick and thin sometimes, particularly the yarns that I'm using. They were spun from an art bat, and some of these are singles yarns. So there was lots of different fibres, lots of different texture in here. So some of these are a little bit thick and thin, but on the whole, they're about double knit, and this shawl is knit. I think I'm knitting it on a 4 or 4.5mm needle, so that equates to sort of double knit kind of gauge. So yeah, heptagon time shawl is going to be the final pick for 2023. Wow. Final pick sounds very dramatic, doesn't it? So yeah, I've got plenty of things to keep me company going forward in the last month of the year. I do hope to get some spinning done. I've done a little bit of an advent swap with my friend Lisa. So I've got some fibre advent packages to open each day, so I'm hoping to keep up my spinning with those. And I've got a couple of sort of festive-ish projects that I plan to hopefully make and include as part of my December Patreon content. So I've got a few other things sort of bubbling along in the background to keep me company in December. I'd like to join in Andrea Mowry's 100 Days of Spinning on spindles as well, which starts on the 1st of December. So I've got plenty of things, even though I'm picking fewer projects in December, I've got plenty of things to keep me busy. Do let me know in the comments below what you will be working on in December. Are you frantically gift knitting to try and get all of the things done? Are you playing along with the dice rolls? In which case, what are you picking for each of the prompts? I think there might be a couple which would be a little bit harder. So 23 in 23, maybe just pick something that you cast on before the beginning of the year, or maybe your oldest project. If you're someone who doesn't work on a lot of things and everything has been fairly recently cast on, perhaps you could pick your oldest project for that prompt. And then for hand spun, I know not everyone out there is a spinner or has hand spun yarn in their stash, so maybe pick something that's a little bit more luxury yarn perhaps. I don't know, interpret it as you wish. There's just a few ideas that I'm throwing out there for the folks that do like to play along with the dice roll game. In terms of content in December, I've been a little bit absent on the channel here in November for various life reasons. I'm hoping to do Vlogmas-ish again this year, so I won't be posting a video every day. Last year I tried to post a video every few days, so every 3, 4, 5 days. So I think I might try and do that again for December. It's a little bit tricky for me at the moment, juggling everything, all the changes that have been happening here with my new out of the house job and stuff, but I shall do my best to conjure up some kind of Vlogmas content. And I guess finally, before I sign off, I just want to thank the folks here in the community that have recently donated to the channel via the coffee link below. I hugely appreciate anyone who is able to contribute and help me put aside the time that I need to make these videos and to help me upkeep the recording equipment and stuff like that that I use to make these videos. So yeah, thank you to people who have donated on Coffee in the last couple of months. And if you'd like to support on a regular basis, I also have my Patreon channel as well, and I try to post extra content over there. Links to all of the information for those things will be below. So yeah, big thank you to anyone who supports over on Patreon. Right, I am going to sign off because the sun is definitely about to disappear. We've got one of those nice kind of pastel-y skies out there at the moment, which you get at this time of year when the sun disappears for the day. So that's definitely my cue to stop chatting and maybe go and sit and edit this video together. So yeah, I hope you will join me for the next videos here. Hopefully it will be some Vlogmas content, as I say, but until we do get to spend time together again, I hope you get to do some of the things that you enjoy. Great big woolly hugs to you all. Bye for now.